If we put ourselves first and take care of ourselves, then we can take care of others. So I'm going to do that for 3 whole days, and I've totally forgotten what it's like, and I'm super excited to find out. Hey, this is Eve. I am at the Lake Austin Spa Resort, and I just finished a 72-hour, is that right? Yeah, 72-hour digital detox. What is a digital detox? I didn't have a phone. I didn't have a computer. I didn't have internet. I didn't read a newspaper. I guess that wouldn't be digital, but I didn't watch television. And I also never knew what time it was because I don't own a watch. So one of the nicest things that people did for me here was answer 50 times, what time is it, so I could go to my next class. So Lake Austin Spa Resort, I actually didn't know about. I was looking for an amazing spa to go to. I was looking at all kind of fancy spas all over the world and found out that this is actually a top 10 spa in the world. And they were kind enough to host me here for this digital detox. And the reason I'm talking about it is I own a social media company, so it's probably really strange that someone who believes so much in social media, which I do for business and for personal relationships and for social good, would talk about the risks about it. But if you think about it, it makes sense. If you want to lose weight, you go to someone who is educated on nutrition and educated on food, and they can help you modify it. We don't just stop eating. We continue eating and eat things that make us healthy. So I, after this experiment, believe that social media is just as important as I did before. It keeps us connected as humans. It is an amazing tool. It can be used in so many ways, but like any tool, we can get it out of moderation. We can use it poorly. We can use it for evil. And one thing I had done was let social media and internet and work become too large of a part of my life, which I think really helped lead to depression, which is something that I have rarely experienced in my life. So I've talked to therapists, I've talked to doctors, I'm taking care of myself, but for the past 3 days I chose to be alone, and I chose to focus on myself and to not have any outward distractions. And I don't feel perfect, but I feel better. I'm crying less. I have my heart racing less, and I feel like those are some pretty good signs. And I learned a lot of things here that I can use to reduce stress, to eat better. And the digital detox, I would recommend giving it a shot. It doesn't mean that you have to go to a spa and give it up for 3 days. Hey, if you can come here, I highly recommend it. But I think some of the things I'm going to come out of this with is turning my phone off for a day each week, which honestly I haven't turned off my phone for 9 years. Maybe a little bit of a problem there. Turning my phone off and putting it away during dinner so I can be with my family, which I say I do, but I don't really do. Turning my phone off when I'm in the car, because is it true that I really don't look at it when somebody texts me in the car and put other people and myself and my family in danger? I can't say that that's always true, because when a text pops up, I look at it, and I need to stop doing those things. So I think also it's kind of interesting that I'm reaching out to my network and talking to people through my own social media as support, and I'm using the very tool that I struggled with to help me. So the reason I wanted to talk about this is I think that depression and mental illness is not something that people talk about openly enough and honestly enough, and I don't think there's any shame to that. I think we have to support each other. And also I think digital addiction is becoming a bigger and bigger problem, and because it is such a powerful tool, we have to learn to use it in moderation, and we have to put things on there that matter. So this is Eve. I'm going to be writing an article about this for Huffington Post sometime in the next couple of days. And I'll be honest, I thought that I would really miss my phone and the internet, and I didn't. I really didn't. And so I'm interested to get back to it and use it as necessary, but it doesn't need to be the focus of my life. But I did miss my husband and my kids. So, bye.